Good morning and happy Friday, December 29th. I have spent most of my morning editing. It's about 10 o'clock. I edited today's Vlogmas, which went up earlier. It's very chatty. If you skipped it, you're not missing much. So yeah, I'm still working on editing the podcast. I realized I need a better picture of my enchanted evening cap to put in there. I'm gonna take my glasses off. We're getting a weird glare. So gonna go outside, I think, and do that. I have no idea what we're doing for dinner tonight. I need to come up with a plan. Really, for the next few days, I haven't gotten that far. So I'll be doing that today. What else do I have planned? Oh, so if you did watch my super chatty Vlogmas yesterday, you'll know that the zipper I pinned into Mason's vest is several inches too short. So we went to Joann's last night to look for a zipper. They had nothing. The zipper selection was just pitiful at our local Joann's. The display, I don't know, the display is not well engineered. So there are a bunch of zippers that you can see that have fallen into the bottom, but there's no way to reach them. And I didn't really want to zig through a mountain of zippers just to maybe find what I was looking for. So after a complete waste of a trip to Joann's, I ended up just ordering and having the exact same zipper that I bought previously overnighted on Amazon in a longer size. It arrived this morning before we were even up, so that's great. It's here. I need to pin that in and baste it today. Hopefully it will go well. Hopefully it'll work out that all I have to do tomorrow is sew it in and do those zipper facings. I may knit those zipper facings up today. We will see. I'm not entirely sure what the day will bring. Like I said, still editing the podcast. I need to get that uploaded, do a description box. That will take quite a while because so many of these things that I talk about in that are things that I have not spoken about at all on the podcast before. And my computer is not speedy. It is an old reliable, but boy, it's a little bit slow. So yeah, and let me go show you what I did during the game. Let me see if I can get it all in the shot. I finished the body of my sweater. So it hits right at the waistband of my jeans. So I think that's a nice length. I still need to do the sleeves and weave in ends. I think I'm going to steam block this just because I don't know. It's going to take forever to dry otherwise. And I may end up wet blocking it later, but I think I'll steam block it initially and see how it does with that. But I think this will be done by the end of the year. I have today, tomorrow, and Sunday to knit some sleeves. I think it's doable. So here is where I started yesterday. I had not even divided for sleeves at that point. And I knit all of that. Most of it was during that game. So yay for that. Very excited about that. Hopefully that Santa hat will get done as well. I think that's it. I don't have a lot of solid plans today other than getting that podcast edited, uploaded, some FO pictures taken, and figuring out what we're going to do for dinner the next few days. Hi everyone. it is hours and hours later. It is after 3 o'clock and nothing has gone according to plan. Nothing has gotten done today. All I have done all day long is edit my podcast, attempt to upload it, attempt to upload again, do the description box, which took forever because everything is new. And I had a lot to cut from my episode. There was a lot of just unnecessary rambling and tangents and stuff. And I'm glad I cut it because I can't imagine how long it would have taken if I'd left all that in. But anyways, I am uploading it in 4K this time. That's what I've been doing most of my Vlogmas videos in. I don't know if I'll do that again because it is taking forever. Forever. It took forever to download it to my phone. It's taking forever to upload to YouTube. But yeah. So I haven't even eaten lunch yet. I've just been trying to get this done. I did not anticipate it taking the entire day, but that's okay. It's not the whole day. We've still got some time left, but it's pretty much all of my good daylight hours. So I think the pinning of the new zipper on the vest is going to have to wait till tomorrow. My brain is fried. I don't have the energy or space for that. So I think the rest of the day is going to be a chill day. I need that, and that's okay. As long as that vest gets done by the end of the day of Sunday, I will be a happy camper. Tonight for dinner, so I'm just gonna have a snack now, I think, at this point. Tonight for dinner, I am going to make a nacho dip. It is not at all healthy, but it's like one of my favorite random dinners that we have occasionally. We only have it a few times a year. It's just like a special treat. I have all the stuff, and it's so easy. It's just cream cheese and green chilies, a can of beanless chili, or, I mean, if you want to do a vegetarian version, you could do meatless. It doesn't really matter. We like Skyline chili, and so that's what I'll use. The original recipe calls for diced chopped onion. I don't always put that on. I might put that on today, though. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some green onion. Cheddar cheese, and we like black olives on ours, so I sprinkle sliced black olives on top. And it is pretty good. So, gonna make that for dinner. I don't know. I might just veg out on the couch and play Dreamlight Valley or something like that for a couple of hours until Mason gets home, because your girl's brain is just fried. I can't concentrate on anything at this point. And I think if I try to knit, I'm going to end up messing something up, which would not be good. So we'll see. I hope that your day, if you want it to be productive, is much more productive than mine is right now. Because although it's really been productive, it's been good. This needed to happen. But that was a whole day. Anyways, if you haven't watched yet, check out the podcast. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go to a snack. That will probably help everything. See you in a little while. The one thing that I did do while I was waiting for my phone to download the video from my software was look through some cookbooks and come up with some meal plans. So this is the Taste of Home favorites. And I think these are just for the next few days, 4 or 5 days. I'm not entirely sure when they're going to get made exactly. But I think this beef tortellini skillet would be a good one. I have ground beef in my freezer that I'd like to get out of there. And it doesn't take too many ingredients. So I think I'm going to make that at some point. Then in my Skinny Taste One and Done cookbook that you guys have seen a lot of, I also have some smoked sausage that I need to use. So this kielbasa and cabbage would be perfect for that. This is one of my, I don't know that I've made her version, but that's one of my favorite dishes is, you know, pretty much anything with cabbage. I really like cabbage. Then for New Year's Day, I think I'm going to do this Reuben bread pudding. It sounds interesting. It's not a dessert. It looks like a meal, but in my family, we do the tradition of eating sauerkraut on New Year's Day I think for money or luck or something. I don't know what it's for, but we always have sauerkraut on New Year's Day. I'll probably make some more sauerkraut balls on New Year's Eve. If I do, I will show you guys a little bit more of that, since I didn't show you me making them at all last night, just me eating them. And this is out of a cookbook I have out from the library, Taste of Home One Pot Favorites. If you cannot tell, I'm in a one pot mood at the moment. We started out with soups. We're now into one pot things. I don't think we moved very far. And then one of the resources I really love, I love pretty much everything by this company called, here, show you the logo on the back, which is not being picked up by the camera at all, but Passionate Penny Pincher. And I have, I think, 6 or 7 maybe of her their recipe boxes. Lori is the, I don't know, head CEO. I don't know. The person who came up with the company and runs it and stuff. Anyways, so this box is the celebration box, and it's got menus for Valentine's Day, family vacation, Thanksgiving, game day, all kinds of things. So I pulled out 2 appetizers for Mason to pick from for tomorrow evening, or not tomorrow. We have one more day, Sunday evening. Tomorrow evening, we're going out to dinner with some friends. But for New Year's, we usually do some kind of appetizer or appetizers. But it's just the 2 of us this year, so I don't think we need a whole lot. So either spinach artichoke dip or buffalo chicken dip. I have a feeling he will pick this one, but we'll see. So those are 2 options. And then while we're talking about Passionate Penny Pincher, I also started working on filling out my 2024 home planner, which is from Passionate Penny Pincher. Let me see if I can get the logo. There you go. And I have used this planner for the past, I think this is my 4th year. I absolutely love it. Let me show you guys. It's hard to do with one hand. So it comes with some stickers, although I have sticker book and pens and other stickers, sticker books that I bought from her. This one I got new this year. So a lot of stickers. And then one of the things that I absolutely love about this planner are the checklists. There are all different checklists that you can use. Spring cleaning, yard and maintenance, vacation, Christmas. I haven't filled these all out yet. My personal goals, I need to pick 1 or 2 and fill that out. Monthly checklist. Last year we put all different things here. That was really helpful to prioritize what we wanted to get done each month. Bill payment schedule. A lot of this is stuff that my husband and I will sit down and go through together probably tomorrow or Sunday. Usually we block out a couple of hours each year at the very end to just sit down, talk about where we've been, where we're going, kind of a little state of the home, family, household, whatever. A little bit of that, and set some goals and fill most of this out together. So home project list. This one's probably going to be pretty short or non-existent this year, although we had quite a few things on it last year, some of which got accomplished. financial goals. We also have her money planner that we use and just reuse every year. So most of this goes over there. And then she gives you some pages just for notes, the calendar for all of this year and next year. It is a Christian company. So last year and this year, they started printing a little scripture on each of the monthly things. If you are not into that, you can pretty easily cover it or do whatever with that. I like that the other side is blank though. I didn't do it this year, but last year I would put little things from that month on this page, like little photos or like keepsakes or stickers or, lists, whatever, little memento kind of things from the month there. Then here is January notes. I'm trying something new this year. My handwriting is atrocious. This is as pretty as I can make it. So we always do a theme every month, just about. We fell off the wagon that second half of this year, but actually not even. It was just that last quarter, you guys. That last quarter just did me in. So it's always Just Eat in January. So for the month of January, we do not go out to eat. The only exception is if we are getting together with people outside of our household. So let's say if Mason's grandparents come into town and they want to go out to dinner, we will go out to dinner with them. Or, if a friend wants to get together for breakfast one morning, we will do that because we don't want to sacrifice relationships over, for this. But as a typical rule, we don't get takeout. We don't get takeout. We don't go out to eat. So I've got some home and finance goals, some work goals, relationship goals, health and fitness goals, knitting goals, podcasting goals, and then personal and other. I don't know what's going there yet. I've never broken it up like this before, but I saw somebody else did with something like this, and I thought that could be helpful. We'll see how many of these things actually get done. Probably very few. Then this is our monthly spread. I haven't filled out a whole lot yet. I've just put W's in for work days. As you all know, the make-along begins January 1st, so I've got that in there. Another reminder that we're just eating in this month. Down here, I will put a little sticker with January birthdays listed so that I can send a card. And I think what I'm going to do for this month for this section, because it is Just Eat in January, I am going to put quick dinner ideas here. That way, if we get stuck, because sometimes that middle of the month, we just get stuck with, you run out of things to eat or you're tired. And that's when, for us, when it's been a long week or we're exhausted after work, that's when we're tempted to go get takeout or go out to eat. So putting some ideas for quick dinners here will hopefully help us meet this goal. And then I haven't written anything in, I don't believe, on our weekly spread yet. Again, we kind of just need to sit down and talk through the year and this week especially because I don't know what's going on. But it has this great checklist. So a morning checklist and an evening checklist. Some people get really hung up on the fact that a couple of the things are repeated or whatever. It doesn't bother me, and I really like it. Now, I tend to shower most of the time at night, so it just gets checked off in the evening, which to me is not a big deal. It's totally okay. And then it has this one big weekly task. So organized pantry, I love that is always the first task of the year because it just helps us get in shape for our Just Eat in January. And then it has some weekly tasks here on each day. I know some people, if you have pets or something, one day a week of vacuuming may not be enough. For us, it's just the two of us that live here. So typically that is totally fine. And if the days don't work for you, you just do it a different day and check it off. It's not a huge deal. But this planner has absolutely changed our life. It's changed the way our home runs. We love this planner. It is fantastic. And then at the end of each month is a budget worksheet. Sometimes we use this, sometimes we don't. It just kind of depends on what our budget looks like at the moment. But yeah, so that is my planner. I know a lot of people have more open-ended and artsy planners. I used to do the happy planner. I did that for a year. That just didn't work for me. It was too much space, too much to fill in myself. And I love that this planner tells me exactly what I need to do. Mason and I both use this. It lives in the living room, open to the current week. We both check things off as they get done. And I didn't even tell you. So these lines, so this one is where you write what you're eating that day. So that's where I write my dinner plans or whatever, things like that. This little flower is your gratitude spot. I need to be better about using this. And then the dollar sign is for spending. So what you spent that day, which is another one I need to get back in the habit of using. And it's really great for me personally to have that visual there. I also like using this empty space as kind of a tiny mini journal. Some years I've been better than others. This past year I was not very good at doing that, but I'd like to get back into that, where each day I just write sometimes one sentence about what I did that day or what I'm currently reading, or if I finished a book or something like that. Sometimes I'll just write it here if I have space, but I don't always have space. So I did start filling that out, but a lot of this we just need to sit down together and look at. But it is definitely time for me to clean up my planning disaster. Okay, so I got the zipper basted in. You can see a lot of my basting stitches there. Mason tried it on. It looked great, still looks great. And then I decided I was going to start sewing the zipper in, like officially. This was a dumb choice because I'm using black thread, which is fine. That's what I need to use. I'm going to do 2 sets of running stitches on each side. But you can barely see my stitches because it is dark out. It is pitch black outside. So that's not happening tonight. I messed up several times because I just cannot see what I'm doing. So I'm going to let this sit. We just put the nachos in the oven. We're going to have those for dinner. We'll eat in the living room because I'm too afraid to move this at this point because it's tenuous. And I will finish sewing that zipper in tomorrow morning.